Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Mark from Khmer, and you're watching Midwest Music Scene.
Hey guys, this is David with Midwest Music Scene, and we're here with Mark of Khmer. What's going on?
Not much, man. Just hanging out on tour. How you doing?
Pretty good. So how's the tour going?
It's been good, man. Really easy, actually. Efficient 3 weeks in right now, and all the bands have been a pleasure to hang out with, and nothing crazy to report, unfortunately.
Nothing crazy?
Nah.
So do you get to pick the bands that you go out with?
Yeah, we definitely do. We have a say in it. I mean, there's suggestions always made from management or agents, and they're a little bit, I guess, more in tune with what's really going on than the artists. The artists just are fans of people, you know. But yeah, we're definitely fans of the groups that we're touring with, so it helps.
Yeah, I can imagine. Being able to go out there and see bands that you like every night is pretty cool.
Exactly.
Sure. Yeah. So, you know, the new album, Crown of Phantoms, it's killer. So how was it recording that and writing that with new members? I mean, because everybody's new. I mean,
Sure.
How was that transition?
It was great because everything was new. There was nothing stale about it, so there was like just a major excitement going into it, and everyone was just flowing with creative ideas, so it was pretty effortless.
Yeah. So what's your favorite track on that album?
It varies from time to time. Right now it would be Wrapped in Violence. I like playing that one a lot. It's just it's heavy.
It's fun.
Yeah.
Gets the crowd going.
It's not more of a get the crowd going song as much as it's more a vibe song.
Yeah.
Just heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the vibe and the heaviness about it.
Yeah. Sweet. So let's take it back a little bit. So, you know, you guys had huge success with Resurrection. Did you think, like, whenever you're writing that song, like, man, this is going to be a pretty big hit for us? Like, did you have that thought process at all?
No, definitely not. I thought the chorus was strong, and I thought that people would like it, but I didn't think it was that strong.
Really?
Yeah,
That's a strong chorus.
Yeah, it's just a song, you know. That's cool.
Yeah, it gets people going for sure. I mean, that's a huge live staple for you guys.
Yeah, when I heard it, when the guys wrote it, I knew like instantly that, like hearing the music, I was like, oh, that's an opening track, so I just have to bring it vocally.
Mm-hmm. You did.
Yeah, thanks.
So, you know, what's your favorite song to play live on this tour? Like, even if it's not a new song, just your favorite?
I'd probably go back with Wrapped in Violence again. That one, yeah, that's just the last song we play, and I just like the vibe. It's kind of like a little bit uncomfortable because people think we're going to end with some crazy fast like hit or something, and we're like, we're playing some new jam that's really slow. So.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. It's
I
a
like
lot different than what everyone else does.
Exactly.
Play your biggest hit last, then
right. We play our biggest hits, you know, like towards the end, but then
completely take
it's
a left
like,
turn. Yeah, like what they just.
We're gonna go left now.
So, what's your favorite country to play in? Like, you played everywhere. So, what's the coolest place that you've been?
I thought Japan was the best, just because you really feel like a fish out of water there, and you can't read. You know, like at least in Europe, you can kind of like see the Latin influence and kind of make your way through. And a lot of people speak English, but Japan, that was pretty difficult. So that made it exciting.
Yeah. So how do you get by with communicating with people out there? I mean,
Point.
Yeah.
Point and hope.
Point and hope. Over this. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, there was a bunch of that going on in the DVD, the Coming Alive DVD.
Yeah, for sure.
So how was that process to shoot that whole DVD? I mean, because that was a span over a couple of years, wasn't it, for a while?
Yeah, well, it was okay because we kind of been a band that's filmed ourselves a lot since the beginning, so having cameras around isn't a big deal for us. If anything, it probably makes everyone a little more excited and more amped up. I enjoy it because I'm a big movie fan, so I enjoy learning the process, and I've learned a lot being able to work with directors over the years and editors and like see how how they do their thing, and so I enjoy it.
That's really cool. I mean, that's awesome to be able to do that because a lot of bands really can't. I mean, to get the funding to be able to do that had to be really, really difficult.
Well, yeah, we were lucky at the time that that type of media was still in demand, so we had labels that were willing to pay for it. So now, for us to do something like that, we had to go through the crowdfunding means, because I think the audience still wants to see that stuff. It's just more or less the labels have focused their energy other places.
Yeah, and that Kickstarter, I mean, any of that stuff is just so beneficial.
It's fun.
To bands, yeah, I can imagine, just because the fans are paying for what they want to see.
Exactly.
Which is really good to know what they want to see.
And we kind of have a little more control of, like, we want to make this, and then we don't have to, like, be told no.
Yeah. So, speaking of, you know, like having the fans be able to pick stuff that you do, and, you know, how hard it is to be in a band today. Like, what is the biggest struggle being in a metal band today? I mean, because it's hard.
I guess the struggle would be that it's definitely not in the heyday that it was back in, for any artist, really. I mean, across the board, numbers are down, and I wonder if, like, it's because we have this ability to watch anything we want on a phone, or, you know, you can go to the concert sitting on the subway. You don't have to leave your confines. But honestly, we still have just a really good time. So if you're not concerned with, like, trying to be like Judas Priest in Heavy Metal Parking Lot, and you think you're going to be in an arena with all of that, then if you're not living that type of pipe dream, it's actually really fun. And you go out and play for a few hundred kids every night that really love what you do, and you have enough to pay the bills, then all should be good.
It's good enough, right? Mm-hmm. So what would you say to someone who wants to be in a metal band to make money?
To make money, I would say don't be in a metal band.
Don't be in a metal band. Go sing Justin Bieber songs.
That, or, you know, even further than that, I hear the real money's in, like, the Nickelodeon music and the Disney music. Yeah,
that's the next Miley Cyrus.
That's the real money.
Yeah, I can imagine. They probably make a lot of money. It's little kids.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, ridiculous.
Exactly.
So I seen not too long ago, you had posted a picture of a royalty check online. Mm-hmm. Why? I mean, what? There had to be a reasoning behind, like.
Just because that made me laugh. I was like, this is why they even send it. That's the point.
Right, you know, you get, like, what was it, like 58 cents or something?
I've had a few that were like a cent, 2 cents, 58 cents. They're all like, they just waste paper. Like, I don't even do anything with them. I throw them out.
Yeah, I mean, like, what's that going to do for you?
Yeah, don't even send it to me.
Yeah, I mean, so you had that big
It's more
rant.
like insult to injury.
Yeah, exactly.
So you have to laugh.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you had that big rant about the music scene, I mean, on Twitter. I mean, so, what was that all about? I mean, why did you feel the need to voice that?
I was high. Had nothing better to do. No, I don't know. It just, there's a lot of misconceptions, like, with the fans and the artist, right? So, kind of just removing the veil of BS. Because when you have conversations with fans in the real world, they're like looking at you like, what? It's like that, really? Yeah, we're normal people that go to the grocery store and get screwed by promoters, and
I don't make millions of dollars out here.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
While it still has a glamour to it, and you don't want to completely, you know, make it just some normal thing, because not anybody can go up and do what we're doing, or have the mental capacity to do it over and over again for years. But so it takes a special kind of nutcase. So I guess it's more or less to, like, have fans have a deeper appreciation, because if people aren't going to shows, if people aren't supporting the bands, then there's going to be less and less and less. So I think it's important that people really know how it is, even though artists spend a lot of time embellishing how awesome it is.
Yeah. And I mean, speaking of that, like you had said in your rant and everything, it's like that you see labels like jump on trends like crazy. Like there'll be one band that sounds like this, so another label has to get another band that sounds like that.
Right. So you're like, so exactly, like, that's why you have a band like Killswitch Engage, and then there's 30 other bands that sound like Killswitch Engage, and they all, like, do just like that underneath them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. Which is really ridiculous, because that's them. Like,
I'd rather just have Killswitch Engage, but I understand. You know, you know, having the second and third and fourth Killswitch Engage actually helps smaller bands, because it's making the label money.
Mm-hmm. So, do you think Like taking it back to talking about the bands that sound like other bands. Do you think that we'll ever have another band that's as big as Metallica?
I think there's bands bigger than Metallica, aren't there? Like,
well, in the metal world, not like Kiss and.
No. Slipknot's the closest thing, I would say.
Think?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And they'll only continue to get bigger. I mean, they're in the studio right now.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what they come up with next.
Yeah, it'll be killer, I'm sure. Anything Corey Taylor touches just turns to gold anyway.
Yeah, so. He does a good job.
Yeah, he does. So, what's like the most craziest story that you can tell me from the road over all these years?
I don't know, like driving through fucking terrible conditions on this whole tour was pretty crazy to me.
Terrible conditions?
Yeah, it was just ice storms and stuff, but I don't know. I didn't care. We're not a crazy band, like we're a mellow band, like we're a bunch of stoners, we don't do much. Like there's people on this tour that are like haven't even met half of the band yet because they don't like wake up until the show,
No shit.
So
that's funny.
That's real.
Just hang out.
Yeah, we're just chill out. Everybody just have a good time and play the show, and then that's that.
Has Chimaira always been that way?
Fuck no. It's way too high strung in the past.
So what do you write on the album? I mean, other than lyrics and vocal parts, I mean, do you do?
A lot of the songs.
Really?
Yeah, musically. On this album, I wrote a couple of the tunes, but these guys had so much more advanced, if you will. Like I'm just like I can take a back seat, man.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, everyone just came to the table with craziness. So.
Well, these guys are all known for being killer on their instruments. I mean, that's just
exactly.
It. So you got basically a super group.
Yeah, we were like, it's like the Miami Heat when they got all the best players. It's kind of
Dwayne and
exactly. Got LeBron. I've got LeBron.
Who's your LeBron in the band?
Oh, that would be Emil for sure.
Emil, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, he's just a killer.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, everyone in the group is a virtuoso on their instrument, and just at the drop of a dime, we can go to any genre, and that's crazy.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you guys, like in band practice, I mean, do you guys go back and play some ridiculously non-metal music?
All the time.
Really? What's
Yeah,
your favorite song to play that's not metal?
Well, we don't really play songs. It'll just be, we just jam. Like, last night, dudes were playing, it sounded like, we could do acid jazz in the middle of the set, man. I'm serious. It's weird. It can turn into reggae. It can turn into anything, and just whatever you want to hear. They're so versed.
Yeah.
That you want to hear big band. It's that shit happens at practice, and they're just goofing around, and and the next thing you know, we'll play metal. The other day we played Earth Angel at soundcheck. Find another metal band doing that and doing it flawlessly. You're not going to find one.
Well, we should see some of that stuff on the next album, then.
We're going to go, see, we made this album okay, we can prove that we can make a traditional Chimaira record, and we're over that.
Yeah.
I'm so over making metal records. It'll be heavy, obviously, but the traditional, all right, here comes the verse, here comes the chorus. I'm just so over it.
Here's the verse, the chorus,
yeah,
the
exactly,
breakdown, the
exactly.
rest of the song. Yeah.
Exactly. And not to say that that's all that we do, because we try to take it further, but this group being so diverse and really not even into metal. We love playing it, but you'll never hear metal on the bus unless it's an extremely rare occasion.
Really?
Yeah.
What's played on the bus most?
99% of the time it's hip hop.
Really?
Everyone's a hip hop guy on this bus.
So who's your favorite?
We all like Rick Ross, J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar.
Kendrick Lamar's killer.
Yeah. I'd say one of the group's favorite albums right now is the new MIA.
Really?
That one's being played all the time. Yeah.
That's definitely not metal.
Fuck no. It's harder than metal though. I can't. What song is it? I'm probably messing it up. Double Bubble Trouble. You find a harder song like that in metal right now, and you please point it out to me. I can't find one.
Something harder to just play?
Yeah, no, the groove.
Yeah.
The feeling. Everything I hear in metal is just, all right, we're tuned low, here's our stock slow breakdown that's going absolutely nowhere different than the previous band that played a load string dropped heavy breakdown.
That's all you hear in
Right, so MIA, in a matter of 3 minutes, you're going to hear 5 different genres, and it works, and it's like a head fuck.
Which is great, being able to get that kind of music. I mean, it's just ridiculous.
And it's hot, and it's heavy.
Yeah,
It's like it's lit. I mean, you put it in with subs, you're going to get your fucking face melted.
Well, I think that's really all that we have for you.
Cool.
What do you want to say to the Chimera fans?
Rock and roll.
Rock and roll guys, you heard it.